Okay, where are we? What we doing? Well, version 4.8.124.737 has just dropped to main. Now, if we have a look at the change log, there's a few known issues which I have come across. Player unable to attack with any weapon in certain circumstances. Basically, you have to log out, log back in again. It's happened to me about 2 or 3 times. Character freezes a few seconds after throwing an item in a certain angle. I've never really thrown anything, so several issues with melee hitting players are experiencing desync next to each other. Now, Pip and I were experiencing this. His desync would go crazy when we were really close to each other. So whether that was what was going on, not sure. Ladders can't be used after being hit by a grenade. I don't actually think that's a bug. That actually looks like a proper thing. Would you be able to use a metal ladder after a grenade had gone off? Stuck in a building after reconnect. That's good and fun, and things like that often happen, don't they? Player cannot respawn properly after he's drowned. Okay, didn't know you could drown. What else have we got? We've got some new animations, some new crafting. You can now saw off a Mosin. You can wrap a Mosin in a burlap sack. Give it that sort of World War II sniper type look. You can sharpen wooden sticks. You can combine sharpened sticks with feathers to create primitive arrows. Preparing a chicken will now give you some chicken feathers. You can saw off the Mosin Nagant. That's and you can paint the sawn off Mosin. You can tear a bandana into rags. I've still not found a bandana. And you can attach the Smersh backpack to the Smersh vest. Yeah. Anyway, various other bits and bobs. Apparently there's a couple of new villages. Sinsduk, God knows, and Vavalova. Yeah, there's far too many V's in that word. New World War II monument has been added, and an oak tree has been replaced with a new model. And there's some other bits and bobs. But anyway, let's get in there. Let's have a little look at, see if any of these things make a difference to us. Don't know if I pointed out last time I was on, but a little while ago, from hardcore to regular has turned from third person to first person. Right, that seems to be sort by ping, and then let's go first person. Ooh, I want a nice low ping. Ooh, good time of the day. Yeah, let's go for that. And let's see what's what. Let's see where we are and what's going on. And where are we? Far north, if I remember. Gosh, I haven't played this character for a while. We are middle far north. This is the character I've had going for a very long time. Seriously over-kitted. But as we're up here, let's have a little look about. That's me getting text messages. Wondering if anyone's in and around this area. Of course, I should really have looked on DB database map for Dayz to see where those new villages were, because it might be nice to go off and have a look. Ooh, doesn't look like there's been anyone through here. What do I actually need? Well, always need a little bit of food. And a little bit of drink. There's a burlap sack. Do you think I should have a look at that, see if I can find that DB map thingy? Go on, up we go, up we go. Pom 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 pom. Let's find somewhere to hide. That's quite a good melee weapon, by the way. Still, duct tape. Not sure what to do with duct tape. Decent amount of kit around here. That looks like quite a nice hat as well. Sod it. Let's go cowboy. Right, let's see. Bomb, Chernobyl Plus, DB, DayzdB.com, map Chernobyl Plus. Pretty good. Go away. Right, there are some new towns. Right, we all know about Novo. Ah, so that's Severograd. Severograd? Has that been... Oh, of course, yes, I know where that is, and that's not actually very far away. Right, this is a place where I've always known there was going to be something big. The railway line's been here for some time, and this area has had this interesting road network, so that's definitely going to be worth having a look at. What's the name of that other place? Dorobo, there was Smirnovo. Oh, that other one. We'll go here anyway. We are here. Yeah? Come on, scroll out, scroll out. So if we just go along the road, we'll end up here, which is pretty cool. That gives us something to do, doesn't it, eh? Hold on a second, I got a cough. Sorry about that, I didn't want to cough in your ear. So let's go along to that new town. We know where it is. It's about 2-3 kilometers away. And we're going to have a little look. I don't often use the Steam overlay, to be honest, when I'm in game. But this, by the way, is already quite a large farm complex. I believe there's going to be a town or something over there, or at least a village. There's a lot of the north that's going to be reworked. I'm going to get out of breath really damn quick if I'm carrying my rifle. Let's put my rifle away. So, let's head east. We're paralleling the road. I'm not going to follow the road precisely. Let's have a little look. I'm carrying food and water. I should munch that, shouldn't I? Especially as I'm about to go into a town. As I say, this character doesn't want for anything, really, to be honest. Because this is my, like, what I call my main character. He has been going for ages. I have no idea how long this character's been going for. But put it this way. It's been a long time since M4 ammunition was this common. That's how long I've been carrying it. And that's not hacked or anything. That's not hacked in or used. I don't even know how to do the blooming hacking in of ammunition. What I did was you merely use the 60 to make piles of 60. You see, there's going to be a building here. Got to be a building here. Why would you have this? When the map maker makes it, there's different types of sort of ground texture, and that's the ground texture for a building. You end up with these sort of scorch marks. You can see them from a distance as the ground textures change. See, the ground textures over there are different. Some of them are just fields. You see, when you're close, you've got grass, but obviously at a distance there is no grass, and it's just painted on. When they originally made this map, they used satellite imagery, and that sort of told them where the roads were going to be, where the trees were going to be, and what type of surface they're going to put down. But very often, where you'll see these sort of rectangular shapes on the ground, and you think, you know, there's going to be a building there. There's got to be a building there, because I don't know. It's like an archaeologist. You ever watch those archaeology TV shows? I always used to love those on a Sunday evening. They would get up in a helicopter occasionally and look down at the ground at scorch marks, and you can sort of do that in this game. How many people we got on this server? Oh, a handful. But I couldn't believe it the first time I came up to this northern section. You got all these roads. And at the time they went nowhere because there were very, very few buildings up here. Well, let's hope I don't die anyway. Mind you, could be something interesting happen to this character because he is so well equipped. Whoever gets to kill me gets an awful lot of bounty. Maybe I should have my rifle out. Hacksaw. It's lovely modelling on these. Right, what have we got? Big problem, of course, of running with your weapon out is you get very puffed out and it completely messes with your aim. So yes, you have the advantage that you've got your weapon out if you get spotted by someone, or you spot someone and you can react, but you're so puffed out you couldn't shoot for shit anyway because you've got to wait a couple of minutes for it to so yeah, on those grounds let's put the bugger away. Yeah, you can't shoot for shit because your sway is so high. In those mountains up there are the some of the get my brain into gear, some of the castles. I think Devil's Castle's up there. There's this main road that runs like east-west from Sliver, whatever it's called, the port, through Novo, and then just carries on heading west. And there is, of course, the railway line, which is over there somewhere. See, railway line. That runs all the way to the sort of terminal city, or terminal town, which is northwest of the Northwest Airfield. I can imagine an awful lot of people spending an awful lot of time up here in the north, because so many spawns are up here now. There's a new military base that I want to go have a look at. Don't see anyone, which is a good thing really, because people are untrustworthy. Just in case someone's stalking me, I suppose you should really look over your shoulder occasionally. I can't imagine this town's much further on than this. Come on, get out the tree. Why can I not elevate any higher? No, I can't elevate. That's better. Yeah, up there, I don't think it's drawing because we're on maximum view distance here, or possibly there it is. Or is it? Is that the castle? It's hard to tell. View distance is right on the very, very edge. Oh no, there's the castle. Right on the very edge of my view distance is that castle, which I think is Devil's Castle. Not always easy to see things right on the edge of your view distance. Yes, Devil's Castle. So if I was looking that way, I'm about here. So I think what I'll do is stop recording for a second until we get a little closer. Well, having covered a little more area, there we go in the distance, the new town, which I haven't got a Scoobies of how to pronounce. Let's see what happens when we get there, eh? Looks like someone's got a sense of humour. Under construction. I wasn't anticipating that as I came along. I thought, oh, this will be the road sign, but no. It is under construction and in English, which, yeah, someone's got a sense of humour. Because obviously this is not finished. Let's just be on the safe side, eh? Let someone deal with me now. Up there is the old railway line. I still think there's a lot more to be done to this. Like, there's no water in this, what I think is going to be either a river or a canal, because one of the features along here was always some bridges. So we've got lots more roads than we have houses, which, as I say, tends to make me believe there's going to be some street furniture put in. By that I mean lamp lights and things. And many more houses. So, yeah, currently unfinished. And you know what it's like. I see a house, it means I've got to go inside and try to loot it. There's no door there. Pretty looking house, though, isn't it? Oh, looks like someone's been through. Now we can see this is unfinished. Terrain height is wrong. So, kiwi. Quite what hand I used to pick that up when I've got my weapon up like this, I do not know. So someone else has been along to have a look at the place. Oh, weapon cleaning kit. What's the state of my... Oh, pristine. Boring, 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 boring. It's all pristine. So we can see where there's going to be more buildings. You know what I say about the scorched ground? That there's a house dumped down, but there's none of the normal stuff like sheds or a fence around it. So there's still work to be done. There's still buildings to be added to this area. But that looks like blocks of flats. This looks like it's going to be a sizable town. I always thought it was going to be a sizable town when I was up here before, because I don't really want to be out in the middle of the out in the open. Because I could see lots of road networks. But if you look, there's still lots of road network without enough buildings to sort of like support this many roads. Let's have a look at what we've got in the area. It looks like we've got a little row of garages, always useful. Some single-story industrial, which is always good, useful for kit and caboodle. Some logs, so some little bit of decoration put in. You're not going to let me through, are you, you bugger? This looks a little more complete. We have some fences up, although this ground texture doesn't look right with this particular type of house. Here's one of those bridges I was telling you about. So I'm sort of anticipating there's going to be lots of water around here. But you can see things not exactly lining up you know, this is still, and height not quite right. So this really is, as they said on that sign, still under construction. Up there is the railway station. That's been there for a very long time. Ooh, schoolhouse. Some vehicles. Ah, this is the new war memorial, I think. Now, is that the type of thing that should really have a flame? Cool beans. He looks impressive, suitably impressive, doesn't he? No idea what any of this says, or who any of these people are. I'd like to think they would be real people, you know. So much attention to detail goes into this game. As I say, that's the type of thing that should really be on fire and have like an eternal flame. But again, you see, height issues. But as I say, the area is unfinished. But it's still a new town to explore. Just means that room upstairs a lot bigger than I remember it being. The little beer garden. One of the things you could do in Arma 2 was look at a seat and scroll wheel the option to sit. Sort of missing. You know, so a lot of what came from Arma 2 came over to Dayz, but quite a lot of it was stripped out. Stalin House. Of course, there could be any number of people here looking out of windows waiting to shoot me. Hey ho, can't have everything. Walking around with a fully equipped M4 should hopefully persuade most people that they don't really want to take me on. I made a suggestion that this looks like a full-on workshop. It's got an engine hoist, and or more than an engine hoist. It's got a large heavy hoist, and it says, and it's got a garage symbol. What happens if we've got cars and you come to one of these, and if you've got like a key or something, you can repair your vehicle? Wouldn't that be cool? Or maybe you could only repair your vehicle there if you've got certain tools that you would have to collect, of course. I could do with some water. I thought I've gone a while without water. Let's have a look down here and see if we've got a water source in this area. This is the sort of place one would expect a public water source to be. Mind you, there was never any bloody water up here before. Are those the ones that were always there? Can't remember. And of course a water source in this area wouldn't be much of a problem once we get water. I have a feeling this looks like a canal to me. Does look nice though, doesn't it? Even though it's incomplete and it's not entirely finished. Because you can see more houses off in that direction. Does look nice though, doesn't it, eh? When they just do this, when they add more bits for you to explore. Let's have a nip in here, see if I can find myself a can of soda. A screwdriver, well, it's a workshop. A shovel, a pair of boots, not what I was looking for. Those tower blocks? Gosh, they are, aren't they? Tower blocks. Let's go have a look at the tower blocks. Am I actually carrying any water? I've got some fruit on me. Let's get my butt down here where I'm unlikely to get shot immediately. Eat. Oi. Come on, Mr. Server, catch up with me. I asked you to eat. Thank you. Sure. Oh yes, I am carrying water. Do I have any maps on me? Idiot. Wrong button. Nope. North Generous. East Generous. Now where did that just go? Did I just drop that on the floor like a muppet? Yes I did. Oh dear. That's what I was trying to do. That's on 6. So that's where we started. Hang on. That's where we are now. We are. Hang on. Zoom me in, zoom me in, zoom me in. We are around here, and we're looking up at that little block of flats there. Looks like there's something there. A line of buildings there. Yes. Then that's Novo or Novi or whatever you want to call it. Now somewhere around here there is a military base. A new military base, and I haven't got a Scoobies as to where it is. It came in a little while back. It's like that town there. What? Mind you, I still need, if we are here, I still need some water. Ah, there's one there, so if I'm here, if I go that way, I should find water. That's why you carry maps, by the way. Should be that way. Let's go find some water because I need to drink. Notice that my hydrator's gone bright again because I ate the food, the fruit, and the tin of fish. So up in this direction somewhere, it looks very dirty and scruffy, doesn't it? Should be a water source. Well, there's an old one. Now, in the mod, those would give you water, but in this they don't. In standalone. I'm gonna have to look at my map again if it isn't up here. Because I thought it was in this area. Come on, where's my water source? Not here. Okay, let's have a look at my map again. Where am I? I am... Whoops, stop moving. I'm here. Or am I... I think I'm about here. So it should be down there. Come on. Should be down there. That's assuming the map is correct. It is, it's pointing to this, isn't it? It's definitely pointing to this on the map. Just across the road from a little house down there with the big house at... Yeah, this isn't a water source any. Do I really want to go all the way back there just to find it something like this? So, okay, maybe the map isn't so perfect for helping you find water sources. Because, yes, this is clearly a well, or maybe at some point in the future, these wells will actually have water. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. I was going to go along and have a look at those flats, wasn't I? I could spend some time in these buildings looking for cans, I suppose. Looty, looty, looty. But to be honest, that's boring. Let's get ourselves along to those tower blocks, see if there's anything interesting up there. Do like exploring these newer areas though. I think it's a lot of fun. Is that just flying? Let's go and have a look at the flying thing. Yay, flying thing. So what's going to be here? A pub. Ooh. Somewhat disconcerting. So it looks like there's going to be a pub here. Hus in... yeah. Cool. Sort of surprised there aren't any other people up here. But, you know, I'm actually quite glad there aren't other people up here, because you know how well I get on with other people. There's a football pitch over there. I think that's been... what? Down. Down, boy. There's been a football pitch over there for some time. Just these houses haven't been around it. And if I remember rightly, opposite the football pitch used to be a run of garages. So it looks like they've taken down the run of garages and put up some blocks of flats. Okay. Yeah, there used to be a run of garages here. Yep. And now there's blocks of flats. Which is okay, you know, they can do that type of stuff. God, it's a long time since I've been in looting blocks of flats. You see, that's the run of garages. They've moved them down there. Still no zombies up here, which is fortunate. Okay, how do I get into these garages? Sorry, into these flats. Completely misinterpreted where the door was. Dun-dee-dun-dee-dun. Oh, there's the door. That's going to be fun getting into that. And in. Okie dokie. Yeah, these are the same flats we've had elsewhere. The ones that don't appear to be laid out terribly well. Now, there's something I've been meaning to experiment with. Oh, it's pristine. This alcohol... oh, that's badly damaged. It's supposed to increase the state or health, if you like, of bandages and rags. So if your bandages and rags are in a poor state, you're supposed to be able to raise their state by using the alcohol. This is not exactly what you'd call abundant, though, is it, eh? Would be great if you could take those and collect them or something. It's remarkably clean, given the state of everything else in this place. Oh yeah, oh well. Enough of looking at boring buildings. Down we go. At least they don't make you break your legs coming in and out of them. But again, you know, they'll put some steps on when they're finished with it. They'll adjust the height. You know, that is one piece. That is another piece. Little bit of adjustment. Get it sorted out. No problems at all. So that is pretty much at the town of... Oh god, I'm going to attempt to pronounce this. By the way, this might be the new oak tree. Hang on. Severograd. Well, the Ograd is easy enough to pronounce. Severograd? Will get smaller the more you zoom in. That's nice. Thank you, Mr. DB, Daisy DB map. Severograd, and we're just up here. And then we get Severogringo. And there's Novo. Yeah, right, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. So anyway, I think I'm going to love you and leave you on the outskirts of Severograd, overlooking the football pitch. And say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will love you and leave you. Talk to you lovely ladies and gentlemen later. Bye-bye.